So, back for some more VGC 18 with my Malmo regional winning team. So, got off to a bit of a shaky start at the beginning of the week, but almost managed to pull it back, and then had a pretty good game with some nice EVs on Persian in the second game. So, see if we can actually start properly climbing. Getting reasonably close to 1700s. That's what, like, I could get there at the end of the week if I just keep winning. So let's just keep winning against this Japanese guy. So, what we're gonna have? Okay, fair enough. I don't want to call that like the standard Azumarill team, but that's a fairly common build for an Azumarill team. The nice thing is he can't redirect my Superior's Leaf Storms against it, but he does have his Salamence, so that's the only awkward thing. He does actually have 4 things that deal with my Superior really well. So annoyingly, Superior might not be the play, even though it would be the best counter to Azumarill Amoonguss. If I led with my Koko, then that would beat the potential Salamence lead. Like, Koko Superior would be an obvious lead to stop Azumarill, because it's the 2 super effective things against it. But I still think it, like, even though it's fairly obvious, it still should work, because Koko would cover the Salamence that would outspeed the Superior. It covers pretty much everything. Like, a double target of a Gigavolt and a Leaf Storm would probably KO Aegislash. So I'm going to go with that. I need Charizard for Aegislash, I think. I don't think I want Celestiva. SUICUNE is entirely reasonable. I do like Persian, but I think I'm going to go with SUICUNE. It's a bit weird having SUICUNE in the back. I don't usually have SUICUNE in the back, but it wouldn't be the best lead against an Azumarill because it's not offering enough pressure to stop the Belly Drum. Even though it resists the Aqua Jets and stuff, it's not offering enough. But it does really well against the Heatran and the Salamence, so we'll see how this goes. Is he going to go with his Azumarill mode? He's going to leave with his Salamence. Salamence and Heatran, okay. That's reasonable. Like, Superior is not the play here, obviously. But now I've got a bit of an awkward turn 1, because that Salamence could have Tailwind. It could have Dragon Dance. I could just immediately Gigavolt it, and that would KO. But he could protect an Earth Power. So I've got to decide whether I Gigavolt and effectively try and trade my Koko for his Salamence. I'm switching Superior into SUICUNE here, definitely. But do I protect as he potentially Dragon Dances or Tailwinds? Or do I... Because I don't think Gigavolt knocks out Heatran. I feel like he's not going to let me just Gigavolt his Salamence. So I'm going to expect him to protect his Salamence. Or switch it out. Like, I feel like he'll go for the not let Salamence die and Earth Power the Koko play. That's what I'm going for. And if he's Mega Evolving, that should mean he's attacking. Because you shouldn't Mega Evolve and protect, because you want to preserve your Intimidate. Although I guess, well, he doesn't know my Charizard. Well, he might know if he's read the report, but would he have let me just KO his Salamence? I hope not. He would have done. So, that's a bit annoying. Like, this will be Earth Power into Koko. I'll be very surprised if it's Heat Wave. Although, actually, yeah, okay, fair enough. But that's annoying that I could have just KO'd his Salamence. I'm going to do it this turn. And I think I will sacrifice Superior here, because it's not too useful in the matchup. If it's, like, Double Edge and SUICUNE, I'll live that. So, I think that's worth. So, a bit annoying. Like, good play from him, Dragon Dancing, but... Oh, that's fine. Oh, he's going to go for Earthquake. Okay, so I get to even keep Superior here, so that's really good. He's Dragon Dancing again. That's so greedy. Like, I guess expecting Tailwind, but that was so greedy. Wow. So, like, I should KO this Salamence unless it's particularly bulky. It's a particularly bulky Salamence, so... Oh, that's nice. Justice. And I'm not sure justice for what, but we take those. So now, like, I think I should play around with the freeze. But I don't know, like, no, I do know. Leaf Storm will not KO Salamence. So I think I will Ice Beam the Salamence. And I can preserve my my Superior now, and I can switch out into my Charizard. So, a fortunate freeze, but I think he got a bit too greedy with his Dragon Dance. I can see what he was going for with the potential Tailwind with Suicune, but I think that was a bit too greedy. But he did thaw out, so Suicune needs to be bulky here, or we're just sacrificing Charizard, so that was a bit odd. I feel like you should have attacked Suicune in that situation. I am going to KO his Salamence here, but I feel like that was a bit strange and you should have targeted the Suicune. Because like, if you'd have got the KO on the Suicune with +2, then you wouldn't have lost your Salamence. So I'm quite surprised he targeted the Superior there. And it's quite annoying because Charizard was really nice, but because now if he goes into his Koko, that's going to be really bad. So, bit awkward here. Yeah, he is going into Koko. I should live a regular Thunderbolt, but I can't live a Gigavolt. So what I'm going to do, I think this is fairly obvious. I'm going to switch Suicune into Superior. And then I am Gigavolting this turn. But which one? Because I don't think I knock out Heatran. So I feel like I would need to... no, actually, let's learn this calc. Let's learn this calc and target Heatran, because like I do want to know for the future. I think this is a good learning point. Like the switch Superior, I think is quite readable, but I want to learn this calc. So let's see if he protects. Unfortunate. So Gigavolt into Koko would have been a lot better. And it is going to be Gigavolt surely into Superior. It is into Koko, I'll live it, so... oh wait, no, it's mine. I want the Speed Type. What am I thinking? But this will still chunk it. Like, it'll probably put it in range, maybe, of a Leaf Storm and Scald, I'm thinking. Because Scald should do about 50% to Heatran. If it's not a bulky one, then I'll do a lot more. But... okay, that would not have KO'd Heatran. So, like, I've learned, so I'm content with that. It was just a regular Thunderbolt, so is this Life Orb? And it's into Koko. And it's not Life Orb, it's Choice Specs. So that means that he can now just go for a Flamethrower and Thunderbolt and he will win. So I need to win a Speed Tie and KO this Koko immediately. I need this double up to KO, I also need to win the Speed Tie. Which I do. Which it might not have been because he, like, Choice Specs doesn't need... oh, that's not going to be enough. Yeah, so this is going to KO the Koko, and then I need Leaf Storm to KO, else I'll just immediately lose, and I need Suicune to be able to 1v2 the rest of his team, so this needs to KO, but it won't. It will. Okay. So, if it's Aegis Slash, maybe, because I can start snarling things. Yeah, no way I'm living that. I live a Heat Wave, but not a Flamethrower, so... let's see. If it's a Azumarill, I'll lose. If it's... what was the other thing? If it's Aegis Slash, I may have a chance, but probably not. It is Aegis Slash, so... he'll go for a Ghost Team here. I need to start snarling, and then hope I can outlive everything with my Berry, but that's not going to happen. So it is a shame that I lost my Charizard so easily. If I'd have let my Superior get KO'd in that situation, it would have been a lot better. Charizard would have looked really good, especially because he would Spexed into Thunderbolt, so I'd have been able to get some Dragon Lances up. Or at least one Dragon Lance before he started Earth Powering my Charizard, but that would have been enough. So I did find that quite surprising he returned into the Superior, when you could have Flamethrowered it and you get the return into the Suicune, so... you shouldn't go for Wide Guard here, there's no reason to go for Wide Guard, you go for your Ghostium. I don't know why it's taking so long for him to work out what his play was. Like, surely you just Ghostium before you can get potentially Snarl down to more than -1, and you Earth Power, so... maybe he's gonna go for a sub, but I can Snarl through that. Hopefully I don't get any special defense drops, which will hopefully give me a chance. But yeah, there's the Ghostium. I should live with the Snarl now. And I'm just gonna keep snarling. Like, he could start wide guarding, but if he's wide guarding, then that means that his Heatran is the only one attacking, and we've seen that the Earth Power doesn't do too much. So I think I will just keep snarling. Especially because his H-Slash is in Blade form now, so the Snarl will do a lot more damage than it did to the Shield form. So hopefully my Berry gets activated, which it does. So, not out of this just yet. I'm going to Snarl again, even though he could White Guard. But that doesn't really matter if he White Guards. He could just be Sub as well. I hope he goes for Sub on this turn if he has it. Because I'll get the Blade form damage and I can still Snarl the next turn, so he does have White Guard. But that's not too much of an issue. Like, unless he just constantly keeps going for it. Maybe I go for a Scald into the H-Slash then this turn? No, I need to go for another Snarl. Because then, this turn he's going to expect me to switch from Snarl. So I'll go for another Snarl this turn. Let's see if he gets the Mind Game correct. Okay, is he double protecting? Because that might fail if he goes for King Shield. He's going for King Shield, he's only got a third chance, so I want to get this Snarl off. Don't get the double King Shield. Okay, nice, nice. So that's something. Now we got another Snarl Mind Game. So, down to -2 with Aegis-Slash. It's still going to do reasonable amount of damage. I really want to Snarl again. Like, I really want to Snarl again. Because I feel like he would attack with Aegis-Slash here. I'm going to Snarl again. It's a bad idea. He's going to White Guard this turn, but I'm going to expect him not to White Guard. Oh, I did White Guard. Okay, so he got that. And the Earth Power chip, I think, is just going to be too much now. Yeah, he's going for a burn now. I'm going to Snarl again, because I'm not going to Snarl this time. Like, I don't think even with just Scalds now I can win. He's done too much. But he's winning the Wide Guard Mind Game, I guess. So, I had, what, 3 turns I could have Scalded. So I guess if I'd have been Scalding on them, then I could have taken it. I'll go for Scald this turn. Like, I have lost at this point, I think, even with Snarl. So I want to know if that's like a bulky Heatran or whatever. Okay, so we're going to crit the Heatran. And we're still going to be in it. Yeah, not enough. I didn't even get the burn. That's so unlucky. I guess I go for, like, it doesn't matter at this point. He just double attacks with Aegis-Slash and Heatran. I mean, he really should. And I need to crit the Snarl on the Heatran as well. And then somehow live with SUICUNE. Which, I shouldn't do. Maybe at -3, but surely not. But, like, he shouldn't White Guard here. White Guard is not the play now. If you just double attack, you win. He did White Guard, so if I'd have just Scalded the Heatran, that was a very surprising White Guard, I think. Like, he's won all the White Guard Mind Games, but that one in particular, I think, was just a bit odd. Because if I do Scald the Heatran there, then I can get him down to what? He's at -2 or 3. No, I would have got him down to -3. And then he might not have been able to KO me and he'd have got into Blade form, so. Oh, I don't even KO the Heatran. That's annoying. So that was a bit more drawn out than this should have been. Lost all the Wide Guard Mind Games, unfortunately. But yeah, like, him Dragon Dancing turn 1 was a nice play, because I could have just immediately KO'd him. It looked like he was willing to trade Coco for Salamence, which I think was a very odd trade for him to want to make. But it worked out for him with the Dragon Dance. It's a shame he thawed immediately, but you can't complain about people thawing immediately if you just got the freeze. So, unfortunate, but there we go. Because it was smart of him not to bring Azumarill, because I do have 4 things that can take a +6 Aqua Jet, so Azumarill isn't too good against me, but you always have to be a little bit ready for it in case they do lead it. Because even though the Aqua Jets probably aren't going to pick up too many knockouts, like, they can take out Coco in one, and that's an important member of the team. Like, looking back, I don't like having brought Superior, because he brought 4 things that resisted my grass, so anything would have been better. Like, what was the other options? Oh, Persian would have been a lot better than Superior would have been in that situation. Because I could have gone for Fake Out, like, switch Coco, what did I, no, I protected Coco. I could have gone for Fake Out Tailwinds at some point. I could have gone for Parting Shots and Icy Winds to have a bit more control in the match, but yeah, Superior was not the play. I was too ready for the Azumarill, which didn't appear, so oh well. Maybe we need to start just Gigavolting the Salamence immediately, but I didn't expect him to want to trade, but we're going to find a 1700s Japanese guy, so try and redeem a bit. So pretty much the same team, but my Milotic's, Azumarill is Milotic and Heatran is Incineroar, so let's try and redeem. I'm not going to bring Superior this time. I will bring Persian instead. So maybe I lead with Persian and Coco instead of the Superior and have SUICUNE and Charizard in the back. Is that reasonable? So again, I don't think I want my Celesteela. Even though I'll have an Electric Seed to deal with the Flare Blitz better, like, you still got a Coco that you need to deal with. Like, what if the Coco is dealt with Celesteela still alive, then I should be alright, but I do kind of like Persian here, especially because I've got the faster Fake Out, so I'm going to go with these. And again, I've got SUICUNE in the back, which I don't usually do, so this is the episode of SUICUNE in the back, I guess. We'll see how this goes. Is he going to lead the same? Like, well, he can't lead the same because he doesn't have Heatran, so. But he's going to bring the same with Incineroar over Heatran. We'll see. And is he going to be the guy that leads the slower Fake Out into the faster Fake Out? He is. He is. I don't get it, but he did. So there we go. So, which one do I Fake Out? Because I could immediately just deal with the Incineroar. Could Fake Out the Incineroar and Gigavolt the Coco so it's in range of anything. I kind of like that, actually. Like, it's a terrible idea, but I'm going to go for it. I'm going to see how this goes. I'm going to Fake Out Coco. And I'm going to Gigavolt Coco. Did I say Fake Out? I'm just gonna do that again. I'm gonna Gigavolt the Coco, and I'm gonna Fake Out the Incineroar. He could very easily protect his Coco, but too late now. Okay, he didn't. That's fine. So I'm gonna bring the Coco down into the red. So that's nice. Get a nice little crit chip on the Incineroar. We win this speed tie at least if there is a speed tie. So the Coco is now in range of anything. So it is a bit annoying, I think, that I didn't bring my well, I'd have brought Celesteela over Persian, I think, but yeah, like, I've almost dealt with his Celesteela answers, so a little bit annoying I'm using it up already, but it's fine. We're gonna crit this Coco, and it's just gonna be dealt with immediately. So yeah, in range of anything, so that's good. And just as in Gleam, if he's Life Orb, that'd be really nice. And he is modest Life Orb, so there's no speed tie. Because I'm pretty sure, do I live all the time? I think I live all the time. Oh no, that would be Specs then, wouldn't it? Yeah, because there was no Life Orb. So, yeah, he's Specs. But that means he could be Timid Specs, which means there could be a speed tie. But that means I get a Dragon Dance with my Charizard. So Incineroar, I'm pretty sure, doesn't get any Rock moves, so I would be trading Coco here, but then I get a Dragon Dance, and then I'm in a pretty good position. So I'm going to Dazzling Gleam. Hope I win another speed tie so I don't take any unnecessary chip, and I will Mega Evolve, because Charizard gains defense when it Mega Evolves, so that will help deal with the Incineroar. So hopefully there's no speed tie, or if there is, I win. Again. But Specs doesn't have to be timid. Like, I think they still commonly are, but I think if you're Specs, you should probably run bulk. Which means you shouldn't run max speed. Okay, he's saving Coco, that's reasonable. But he's sending out Salamence into a Dazzling Gleam, that's fine. Absolutely fine with that. Because I'm pretty sure I'm still trading Coco, but for putting Salamence in Thunder Punch range and getting my Dragon Dance. So then I'll outspeed his Coco. So I'm still liking my position here. Because this is a non-Mega Salamence as well, so it's got slightly less special defense. And that took way less than I expected. So he might not be in Thunder Punch range after all. That makes things a little bit more awkward. Because I'm losing Coco here. That took a lot less than I expected. Like, that must be a pretty bulky Salamence, but that means he should live my Thunder Punch, because I'm only at neutral now. How much damage have I done to Incineroar? Not enough for Scald if it's a Soul Burst. This is an awkward turn. I think I'm going to Ice Beam the Salamence. And is it too greedy to Dragon Dance again? I don't think so. Like, Double Edge won't knock out Charizard. Maybe a double target into Charizard will knock it out, but let's see. But a +1 in the electric terrain, I should knock out Incineroar with Thunder Punch, so that's what I'm going for. I hope, like, most Salamences don't have Draco. Like, if he's got Draco, I just lose, and that was a terrible mistake, but just return. Okay. And I should live, like, maybe not a Darkest Lariat, but knock off I will. It's knockoff, so probably into Suicune. Okay, into Charizard. But I do live. So he should go into Coco and force me to trade. Ooh, is this a bait? I feel like this is a bait. Like, he's going to switch in Coco, switch out Coco into whatever it is, KO my Charizard so that Coco can KO my Suicune. That's what's going to happen right now. Like, what else could he have? Would I come down to an Aegislash tie again if I go for that? Okay, no, I'm going to make the mid-ground play. I'm going to Tailwind, and I'm going to Flare Blitz the Coco. Because I either KO Coco, he's going to switch out into anything, and if he does, okay, he's trading Coco. If he would have switched out into something, then I would have got my Tailwind to be able to Skull KO the Coco next turn, and then I'd have still been able to beat the Incineroar. But I think I still lose, unfortunately, because he'll be able to knock out my my Charizard here, and then whatever it is in the back. If it's a Moongus, I'll lose. If it's Milotic, I'll lose because he'll have Recover, and I can't Snarl it. And if it's Aegislash, which it will be, then I've got to Snarl it first, because the Incineroar will need 2 Scalds to knock it out. But the problem is he's gonna be able to knock off my Berry as well, so I should still lose. So maybe we have to bank on Skull critting the Incineroar, so that I keep my Berry that will be activated by Ghostium and then be able to Snarl the Aegislash down, but they're not going to be able to KO this Assault Vest Incineroar. Like, no chance. So he's just going to knock off and then Ghostium and KO me, so unfortunate. I did a lot more than I expected, to be fair, and then Ghostium's going to KO, so yeah. Could I have done differently there? If I'd have protected Charizard, then I would have been able to Ice Beam KO and have no damage taken, so that would have been the play. But I was scared of a potential Dragon Dance or Tailwind from him, so that's why I made the play I did. Obviously, it was the wrong one, so unfortunate there. But yeah, protecting Charizard, Ice Beam the Salamence, I think would have maybe just immediately won the match, because then I'd have been able to KO, because his Coco spec, so I'd guarantee a Flare Blitz into that if he went into that. And then if he went into Aegis Slash, then we've got just some, like, King Shield mind games. I'd have probably gone for Thunder Punch and Scald into the Incineroar in that case. And I think I would have still been fine, but yeah, just that one turn, the double up into Charles, I shouldn't have let it happen, but I was too scared of him. I was conditioned by the first Salamence going for random Dragon Dances, so unfortunate. Probably dropped down to like the bottom of the 1600s now in this episode, so maybe not going to finish in the 1700s at the end of the week, but unfortunate. But we'll recover and we'll do better for the next time. So look forward to that. Thanks for watching.